Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratang Karunamayam Namami Chinmayan Devam Satgurum Brahma Vidvaram Satgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yuvantah Pravishya Mama Vachamimam Prasuktam Sanjeevayatya Kila Shakti Dharaswadhamna अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् समचरणसरोजं सान्द्रनीलाम्बुदाभं जघननिहितपाणिं मण्डनं मण्डनानां तरुणतुलसीमालां कन्धरं कञ्जनेत्रं सदयधवलहासं विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि OV 591. Supposing a woman goes from her maternal home to her husband's home, while going, she takes the help of an attendant as escort. But when she reaches the destination and meets her husband, she forgets the escort. Supposing a man becomes rich overnight and gets a palki to sit with all other materials, he does not care about what has happened to his old footwear. Supposing a lady meets her husband in private in the bed after a long time, she forgets all modesty. Similar is the condition of the mind who forgets his body. 594. But if by chance a third person disturbs their privacy, both of them are shy. So when we see from duality point of view, the person of knowledge is aware of his body. But when the strength of unity with me is there, what place has the body? 595. In this way, the seeker reaches me and is full of self bliss, and naturally he forgets his body and he becomes the happiness itself. 596. Then he is not cognizant whether his body is standing or sitting, it is walking or at a particular place, it is awake or asleep. 597. He does not pay attention whether his body is hungry or satisfied, shivering in cold or hot in the summer, it has taken water or is still thirsty, or his body is just relaxing. 598. He does not bother whether this body is here or there, dumb or talkative, whether it was earlier or not. 599. He does not care to see whether that body is pure or impure, clean or dirty, whether it can see or not, it is lame. 600. He does not remember whether his body has come from far or has gone far away. Was it fundamental and original or made by somebody? Is it created or dead or is it stationary? 601. He does not remember whether his body is child or young, whether it is fat or thin, whether it is light or heavy. 602. He does not remember whether his body is on the cot or floor, whether it is in good place or dirty place, it is existing or not. 603. He does not remember whether his body is reciting chants or doing rituals. Is it in sacred place? Is it in excreta or urine? Or is it at any sacred place? 604. He does not know whether his body is in the city or in the forest. Is it in the abstract? Is it in the repetition of mantra or in meditation? 605. He does not care to remember whether his body is in the company of saints or in the company of evil persons. It is in jail or aeroplane or in home or in a cemetery. Is anybody looking at it? 606. Is his body surrounded by elephants or by horses, or is it having intercourse with a woman? Is his body ass or serpent? 607. He does not recognize whether his body is in Kashi or in Kaikata country. Kaikata country. Whether it is in hell or heaven. Is it in a house or in the mountains? Is it meditating in a secluded place? 608. Secluded place. 608. He does not remember whether his body is worshipped or harassed. Is it held captive or beaten? Does not remember what has happened to his body. 609. He is not aware whether he is sleeping on the great serpent Shesha, or he is in the home of a monk, low caste person, or is the body being crucified. 610. Such is the absence of body consciousness of persons who have attained self knowledge. I cannot really describe that state. I cannot tell the lifestyle of those who are united with me. 611. Here, Vedas keep quiet and the speech is drowned together with vowels and consonants. The virtues of such great saints cannot be described by me. 612. You may doubt and say that such person must be stupid and devoid of any inspiration. 613. You may think that they may be stone hearted because there is no thinking of any object. Then are they really men of knowledge? 614. If you have such doubts, please attend to what I say. The state of knowledge and the state of ignorance are actually beyond the capacity of conceiving of ordinary people. 615. The state of pure knowledge and pure ignorance are in a way similar. 616. The transactions in the state of ignorance are like a blind man trying to cut and distribute the great mountain of soot kept in complete darkness. 617. Suppose the books of Vedanta are brought and given for research to the person who is blind and mute and also deaf. He cannot hear, he cannot see, and he cannot talk. Ignorance is like this. 618. Such is the state of ignorance. Now, listen to the state of the mind which has self knowledge. The men of self knowledge, having the experience of Atman, function in the body without the limitations of the body. They therefore outwardly appear as if they are eccentric, dull, or stupid. 619. Just as outward appearance of a genuine gem and a crystal are similar, but the diamond is purchased at a very high cost, and other crystals, etc., are not purchased even free. 620. Just as a good grain and a sheaf are together, but there is vast difference. So also knowledge and ignorance are similar states, but only outwardly. 621. There is little difference between a good coin and a bad coin. Foolish are deceived, while experts select the right coin. 622. Now, the marketplace of knowledge and ignorance is a mixed affair, and if a man is misguided, he will fall into disaster. 623. Those good people who begin to worship me remain steady there because they have faith in me, and I give them my own true and pure nature, Swarupa. 624. It was by complete faith in my name that Prahlad disregarded all the dualities like hot and cold. Though such a devotee does not accept liberation, it persistently tries to be his servant, and by faith only, people can meet me in my true nature. 625. Those who attain to the similarity of appearance and nature with me do not remain separate, just as a salt loses its particular shape as salt when dissolved in water. 626. At that time, the salt does not remember that it was salt. It merges into the sea. Similarly, the men of self-knowledge merge into me. 627. In this way, these men reach me by forgetting their separate existence completely, become embodiment of knowledge, and enjoy the bliss, the very juice of Brahman. 628. On the rope, sometimes by illusion, people see a serpent, but the rope does not see the serpent. Similarly, the men who are liberated are not aware of their body. 629. Then who is there to remember I and you? When the consciousness itself is free from all objects and remains identified, such men forget themselves. 630. Where there is heaven and where there is hell. What is good and what is bad? What are the 14 universes? Where everywhere only and alone Brahman remains. 631. What is sacred and what is not sacred? Where is the place of pilgrimage and where is sacred water? Where is Veda and where are the scriptures? Brahman is free and without a second. 632. Where is creation and where is destruction? Where is Vaikuntha and where is Kailasha? What are Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar? They have no place there. Only one eternal, imperishable Brahman remains. 633. There, what is advice, understanding, and intellect? Really, the gods with the glory do not exist there. The liberation is no more. The concept of freedom has no value, and who is there lying on a big serpent in the ocean of milk? 634. Even my role as Bhagavan disappears. The head of Omkar is drowned. Such is their state of complete independence. 635. I have thus explained how do not remember whether they are born and have a body or not having a body. 636. The root cause is ignorance, and the body is the effect of that cause. When the ignorance disappears, the cause is no more. And when the cause is not there, then how can effect take place and how can the body exist? This may be your question. 637. The reply to this question is, even if a big tree is uprooted from the ground, the water content in the tree does not evaporate immediately. The woods, the leaves, flowers, and fruits remain fresh. It takes some time for them to dry. 638. Similarly, though the ignorance is destroyed, the predestined balance of karma as such remains, and the man, though having self knowledge, continues to live in his body but without any attachment. 639. Now you will have perhaps some more questions. It is evident that the body perishes even though people take extreme care for maintaining it and protecting it. 640. If the so called man of wisdom is not caring for his body, that body should die immediately. But how does it continue to live? 641. You may further ask, when the owner of the body is so careless, how does that body have any action to do? On this doubt, I am going to tell you the fact of matter. Please listen. 642. The birth, the duration, and the death of the body are not under the control of the man. The destiny drives the body, and by destiny, the actions of the body take place. 643. Sitting or getting up of the body, the giving something or taking something also takes place. And the act of eating and drinking is also under the control of the destiny. 644. Destiny takes the body to foreign countries or makes it stay in his native country. It is destiny which gives him heaven or hell. 645. It is by providence that destiny it is by providence the destiny that a man is successful gains or loses or meets his death. But a man of wisdom keeps himself separate from his body, just as he know that the moon is separate from the reflection of the moon fallen in the water in a pot. 646. Just as a man is accompanied by his shadow, that does not affect him. Similarly, the body of the man of knowledge is accompanying him, but he leaves the body to face the fruits of karma. 647. The shadow is a product of the body and is always near it, but nobody is proud that it is his shadow. Similarly, the man of self-knowledge is having a body, but the body does not become aggressive and says, I am the man. 648. The man does not care to know as to when the shadow is there and when the shadow disappears. Similarly, the man of self-knowledge is not concerned about his body. 649. The shadow may fall on dirty things or it may fall in the royal vehicle, but the man is not affected by it. So also the man of knowledge is not concerned about it. He is not unhappy or happy about it. 650. But he is so oblivious of his body. I shall tell this by giving one example. Please listen. But is he so oblivious of his body? I shall tell you this by giving an example. Please listen. 651. A man who is drunk behaves in an uncontrolled manner, singing, dancing, and chattering, being unaware of his clothes, whether they are in a place or he is naked. 652. Here, the man of self knowledge is in a state of high ecstasy. He is not cognizant of his body and is with great detachment. 653. In short, all that happens to the body, its nourishment, its growth, and its death are under the control of destiny. The divine Hansa told the same thing to the Kumaras.
देहोऽपि दैववशगः खलु कर्म यावत् स्वारम्भकं प्रति समीक्षत एव सासुः तं सप्रपञ्चमधिरूढ समाधियोगः स्वाप्नं पुनर्न भजते प्रतिबुद्धवस्तुः.
Meaning of the verse: the body too survives as it functions under the control of providence till the karma which brought it into existence exists. But he who has risen up to samadhi and knows the truth does not recapture the body with all the family life, just as a man who has awakened from sleep does not possess his dream body. 654. Please remember well that everything that the body does is controlled by destiny. Ignorant man is proud of his body, but the men of knowledge do not have this pride. 655. The body is born here according to the karma in the past, which is in stock, and you may say that if the body with the organs and the vital power, prana, is functioning under the control of destiny. 656. It is but natural that the pride of the body will exist when the man is actually living in the body, just as travelers traveling together have to bear the same sufferings. 657. With salt added to water, that water becomes salty in taste. Similarly, the man of knowledge will also be proud of the body by possessing his body. 658. When iron is heated, it is beaten to a particular shape. At that time, the heat, which is fire, is also beaten by the pound. Similarly, you may think that even men of knowledge have to suffer pain, etc., by their possession of physical body. 659. If you think like this, you are wrong. This example is not pertinent to men of knowledge because, leaving all the sense of ego, they are in trance in the state of spiritual joy. 660. In the verse, there is a clear term: he who has risen to the state of samadhi. It means that yogi has attained by his self knowledge a pure trance without any blemish. 661. Now, what is the nature or quality of that trance? Is it that man stiff like a log of wood? Is he totally mad, or is he full of intelligence? 662. I shall tell you all the signs and the characteristics of that trance by which the man who is intelligent has not to be bound by the body, though he is in the body. 663. If experts are going to say that trance is that state in which the body of the person is unmoving and stiff, we should consider that their reasoning has deserted them, because such a state is not trance, because in it the man is in a state of unconsciousness. 664. Really speaking, to remain always without a sense of ego is to be in a continuous trance. But to be like a log of wood is not at all any trance. 665. Those who think that bodily stiffness is trance do not know the reality. Their statement is based on conjecture and their knowledge is not definite. 666. If a man is hurt by sudden accident, he is unconscious and his body is stiff like a log of wood. Are we to consider his state as trance? 667. A juggler performing tricks may finch to be in a trance by making his body stiff. He may suppress his breath for some time, which makes his body motionless. But this is not real trance. 668. So long as there is a trance of desire in the body, real trance is not possible. When the juggler becomes awake, what does he say? He begs for money, praising the spectators. 669. The end of all mental projections is a real trance. All the sciences declared this. 670. For example, if a serpent confronts a sheep, the sheep becomes still by fear. If somebody is still like that, it is also not trance. 671. If a man suddenly sees something tremendously beautiful and divine, his mind becomes still and empty. He is also motionless, but there is sense of wonder there. 672. Now, when for the first time a man experiences the grand glory of Atman, all his thoughts are stilled and he is motionless. The wonder cannot be contained within himself, or can he tell about it to others. That state is trance. 673. Further, where there is not a single concept remaining in the mind, where is the place for the sense of wonder? Where are not even a trance of any attitude remains, how can one wonder about anything? The sense of wonder also disappears. 674. In the man who has realized the Brahman, there is no awareness of the body. At that time, it is for the others to say whether the man is sitting or standing or walking. 675. When the body is itself is illusion, who will bother about its signs and symptoms? That is like bathing in the water of mirage and being satisfied. 676. Thinking that outward stiffness of the body is a sign of real trance, many wise people have been disguided, misguided. 677. Suppose a man in a dream experiences that he is very intelligent man, but that intelligence is not available when he is awakened. 678. Even if a man in dream experiences that he is in trance and he is very famous, that fame will not be true when he is awakened. So he was in dream only, and his fame was also true for the dream only. 679. Similarly, to consider as trance, the state of bodily stillness is ignorance. That ignorance is evident in dream and unconsciousness. He should not be considered as awake in realization of Atman. 680. When he considers while awake, what was his condition in dream? He knows that it was all false, and he has asked himself, was my body in the dream real? If it was real, then only the stillness of the body can be taken as fact. 681. When he is awake, he will be ashamed if he will think that his dream was still and in samadhi. He gives no importance to that dream. 682. He becomes awake and tell others about his dream, knowing that it was all unreal as there is no reality. He does not get attached to that dream. 683. Now the question is, when the man attains realization of Brahman and he does not get attached to the condition of the body, by which power his body functions? The answer is the body remains active on the strength of karma, which is in balance. 684. For example, the fire in the sacrificial pit may be no more, but the ground on which the woods were burning is still warm, or though camphor is burnt out, still some smell in lingering there. 685. Suppose a man is moving the cradle by holding a string and he ceases to pull it. What happens? By the force which is already given to the cradle, it continues to move. Similarly, though ignorance is destroyed by karma, is still to be suffered, and the physical body of the men who were liberated continues to function by the remaining force of karma allotted at the time of the birth. 686. To give another example, an arrow may be by its force topple the target, but by its remaining force, it goes further. So, even when ignorance is destroyed, the karma is still active by the force of which the physical body of such adepts goes on working. 687. When the body moves, the shadow also moves, but the body is different from the shadow. Similarly, the body of these people, though unreal, continues to work by remaining karma. 688. As the shadow of a man is naturally with him, though separate, the body of the adept is naturally with him but separate, which is only apparent. 689. Another example is given of a dead leaf which travels on the breeze while the trees has nothing to do with it. Similarly, the physical body of the adept goes on by the force of karma while he has nothing to do with it. 690. Then he may either be in the company of other people or talk a lot, or he may he may silently resort to a cave to live in seclusion. 691. He may do all types of jobs or wander as madman. He simply embraces whatever the condition is being presented to him by karma. 692. He may sit in a royal carriage or ride on an elephant, or his body may fall in a dirty place. The man of knowledge definitely knows that the condition is quite fit according to the predestined occurrences. 693. When for that man, what affects and what is the effect is no more important. The whole ignorance which breeds pride disappears. Then his state of life itself is natural, culmination of all yoga into achievement of trance, and this is the sum total of all arguments and doctrines. 694. The man who attains such natural state of trance is really the adept who enjoys everything but remains a non-enjoyer, doing all actions but remains as a non-doer. 695. The strange thing about him is that he may be appearing as nodding in satisfaction in the pleasures of sense organs, which is a result of the chain of cause and effect. But the high level of his trance is not broken because he remains aloof, though his body may be enjoying. 696.
We can pause over here. I wanted to complete the topic, but it is a little longer. So we were beautiful reading, Nikhilji. So nice. Okay. First, you share your thoughts and then we take the time.
Yeah, it is all about the importance of the how important we give to the body, how importance we give to the body, and how. But if the body is healthy, only then we can pray on and attain that right wishes. So
So,
how?
whatever they said is for the person who is
But with
already enlightened.
yeah.
The
So
person who has united with the Lord, he is in the state of bliss. So, in the state of bliss, he has lost his body's attachment and the sense. This state, whatever you have read, is not about us. It is not about if of a bhakta who is praying the Lord, who is devotion. It is not about that. It is not about a sadhak also. It is that sthita prajna person. He has already merged with the Lord. He is not dead. He is
he's
alive.
alive.
He is alive and he is merged with the Lord. So the answer is while he is alive, then what happens to him? So he's not having the body awareness. Then where his body is sitting or standing, is it in the dirt or what? He doesn't know also that. And he's not bothered also about it. So such people we call as madmen, like eccentric, like that Sant Eknathi has used the word. So the description is, and that all that is, like the leaf is gone, when dry leaf is gone away from the tree. What it is making difference to the tree, like that for the, like that example, for the man who has attained the Lord, where is the body? He is not caring if it's, because he is already with the Lord. So all that is for the person who has got that vision.
So
So
there is
where the
also a
point,
difference for the person with a self-knowledge and person who is ignorant.
yes. And that's why he gave so many examples. Like a drunk person is becoming stiff or gone, so that is not a trance. Somebody is got shocked and seen something, that is not a trance. So they were giving. That's why Maharaj has given so many examples to show who is in trance, who has seen the Lord, who has experienced that bliss. So once you have experienced that highest bliss, there's no coming down from there. You are in state of bliss. You don't lose that. It's not that for a glimpse you got it and it finished. It won't be like when a person stays over it. How long? Because that past karma has to exhaust. The body we have got because we have ordered it. Whatever with the karmas, whatever so many permutations and combinations, that's why we have got the current body. So as long as that gets exhausted, he would continue to live in the body. Then after what? He continues to live only. The body will get dropped. For him, nothing is the difference. He is already beyond the body awareness. And that's why I said he might speak or he might go and live in the one secluded cave somewhere in some seclusion like that and all. Maharaj has said over here, Santetnath Maharaj. So where this topic starts, all this description, mm, go back to verse number 595. And before 595, just that line is there. What place has the body? And then 59 starts. In this way, the seeker reaches me and is full of self bliss. And naturally, he forgets his body and becomes the happiness itself. So, from that point onwards, all this description is expansion of this particular 595, that he is happiness, he is bliss, he is not the body. All that we read is when Bhagwan is saying, when he reaches me, he forgets his body. So that's the beauty. So
But I
such is
also
the absence body of a consciousness of persons who have attained self-knowledge. So Bhagwan is saying, I cannot really describe that state. That is 610. I cannot tell the lifestyle of those who are united with me. The virtues of great saints cannot be described by me, is Lord saying. So it is beyond our perception only. But why they have to say all this? To say that this is achievable, this is what is going to happen. So you also become a devotee, you also do it in that sense, or how to progress in the sadhana. Or probably also when we would meet Santa Mahatmas, we know uh, in what light we have to see a saint. And then it goes, see, if we go one page behind, in 579, how does the pride of body not affect when we are living in the body? Can salt remain as salt, giving up its taste? Can asafoetida give up the smell fragrance? Can banana tree stand erect by water? These were the lines yesterday when Sri Hariji had read it. So if we go one page behind, so that the flow of thought starts like that from there. Beautiful. Okay. Anybody has any other thoughts?
So, my point here is like we have to keep our body healthy to attain that consciousness. That's all.
Yeah.
It should
Yes.
not be too much
But a
pampered.
Mahatma can fall sick. Also, it is written over there, and they are not.
Because
And
of his
we
vasanas.
have got so many examples. Even our Gurudev had his heart issue. Some this had cancer. So with the but they are not bothered. For us, when we fall sick, we are so much body conscious. For them, when they fall sick, means they don't fall sick. Their body falls sick, they are not bothered. It's only a vehicle for them. But for us now, as a sadhaka, we need our body because we have to do our sadhana. It can't, our sadhana will be broken otherwise. When we sit for meditation, if we say I have a backache, headache, leg ache, it's gone. If I'm having fever, then I won't be able to do anything. So, for us, the body is much required in a healthier state. When we go higher and higher, the importance of that body is lower and lower. So at the moment, because we are thinking, I am the body, right? Everything we are doing is for our body, right? We need good food to eat, some good clothes to wear, some house to, everything we are doing for the body. What are we doing for the self? That self, we are not doing anything. For self is our sadhana. That little jap we have done, little meditation we have done, little chanting we are doing. We clear up our mental cobwebs. If we are developing any hatred or jealousy, we are trying to get that ekatma bhav. We try to purify our mental antakaran equipment. We try to purify it by all these yamas and niyamas, speaking the truth, not see. So that is all getting back into tattva bodh. So we are trying to. So we are in making, and then we progress. And one thing drop. When we go a little higher, that lower thing automatically gets dropped. So when we reach the highest, the lowest is the body. So that would also get dropped. The awareness of that would get dropped. Yes, have I answered?
Yes, yes.
So beautiful. Okay, so Monday we will complete the chapter. Yeah. 781 verses are there. So almost another 80-90 verses to be read. Okay, over to you. Let's close the session. 695.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु
Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhlaji. Lovely. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We'll see you all on Monday. Happy Ramayana month to all. Yes, think of Rama. Rama is, in one word, if we have to say what is Ram, Ram is the expression of dharma. Dharma in the body form is Ram. In body. So dharma we give hands, legs, mouth is shape form. That is Ram. So this month we can uphold the dharma. Dharma is not the religion. Dharma is our intrinsic nature, our svabhava, our duty that we need to stand up for. Universal duty. So Ram is equal to Dharma. So let us for this month, July 17th, onwards 4 weeks, dwell in Ram. It's amazing to dwell in Ram's description is amazing. I will give a small thing, I'll put it in the we need to dwell on. So over here they read Adhyatma Ramayana. We can read now whatever Ramayana we want to. Kerala practice is Adhyatma Ramayana.
I listened on YouTube to that Adhyatma Sanskrit version of Adhyatma. I got a little bit, so I was just listening.
Good. Then share it in the group. All of us are in probably Narayaniam, the select memory. So probably you can share it out over there. And what I was saying, yeah. So this Adhyatma Ramayana you have to read. Then there is something called as Karkataka Kanni. So your food has to go very light. Some herbs and all is added in the kanni, and that only kanni is eaten. And you live very simple life. Ayurveda perspective, Ayurveda treatments are done in this month because Vata is higher. And then the Nalambalam Yatra is done. Nalambala is 4 temples, Rama, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrugna, in one day before noon. You start from Rama, you go to Lakshmana, you go to Bharata, you go to Shatrugna, and again come back to Rama's temple. So Nalambala Yatra is done in this month. So there is like a very auspicious, light, low profile life is led in this, which matches with Ayurveda's Rutucharya for Varsha Rutu, where the Agni is very low and where all the substances get Amla Dharma, they say. That's why Vata disorders are at peak. So we should not do Vata activities, eat very moderately, like Kanni kind of a thing. And have a little devoted spiritual thing. So that means our mental vasanas, we are controlling and subduing it. That is sadhana for this month. Okay.
You've been to those
So-
temples, right, Varshaji? That
Yes,
Ramalli.
I went. But now again I'll have to do for this month.
Oh, great.
I went. I went. And I
Yeah, please share
donated some
that.
money for Shatrugna Bharata's temple. They were renovating it and they were seeking funds for making copper roof.
Okay.
So on behalf of all of us, I have donated some money over there for the copper roof of So we don't get Bharata's temples so many. So
Yeah.
that's something very unique. Shatrughna's temple, Lakshmana's temple, we don't get to see. I think, I don't know whether there are 5 temples for them. I don't know. It's so less all over counting. Maybe 1 or 2, 3. I don't know.
We never heard in Andhra and
Yeah, so that's why it's very few. It's very few. I don't know. I don't even know there are 5 or I'm not sure. Maybe 2 or 3, maybe.
Bharata
Okay.
is a true Bhakta kind of, right?
Sorry.
Bharata
Varshaji, you
was
told
ruling the
Ramji
kingdom.
for his Rupa of Dharma. Similarly, only Yudhishthira also they say Dharmaraj Yudhishthira only they say no.
Yudhishthira is not an avatar. Embodiment of the entire dharma is dharma with a form is Ram. Yudhishthira can follow. Yudhishthira is not avatar. Srihari, what you had said?
I was telling like Bharata was ruling the kingdom and presenting everything at the feet of the Lord Rama. So it is like he is a true Bhakta who discharged his duties all at the feet of Lord Rama.
Yes. Well, He's a prince. Okay, he's a prince. But because Ramji is living in the forest, he also casted his princely clothes and lived in a hut outside Ayodhya and ruled Ayodhya by living outside in the same vastaras Ramji is wearing. He is a prince, and Ramji has said, so he is obeyed. And on the throne of Ayodhya, he has put Ramji's paduka. So in his mind, he has offered his actions that Ramji is doing it. He didn't take the doership only. How much? Here we have brothers fighting for properties moment the parents die. As though waiting for parents to die. This is the condition. And over there, no, this is this. How? Means the level of each brother. Lakshmana didn't sleep only. And all they have spouses, right? The spouses are equally cooperating. Spouses are not chewing their brains like this. Equally, the wives are also equally supported in this. These are very exalted souls. These are Amshamshas. So only their temples are there because they are Amshavtaras. Lakshmana is a Sheshavtar.
Bharata is a sword.
We have so much in our script. And these are our itihas. This is the history that we have to. This cannot be forgotten. This is Dharma.
This has to be in
And
the
this
book.
has happened. No? It is not a story. So when they write mythological story, I really get so irritated with that. No, it's not imaginary story. Mythology means imaginary story. This is not mythology. This is history. This is our king. This is our ruling. This is our Raja. This is our scripture. This is our culture. There we will have to stay proud and uphold it. That's why dharma rakshati rakshitaha. You uphold the dharma, dharma will uphold it. You protect the dharma, dharma will protect it. Maybe invoke Ramji in our heart with the consciousness of it.
Thank you for it.
Hariya. Hariya. Hariya.
Hariya Mashaji.
Hariom.
Hariya, my dear. Hariya.